Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by with some new developments regarding the upcoming Arrow Video Blu-ray release of the early 80s slasher classic by the name of The Slayer. Looks like they're going to be adding an additional audio track option titled the Tybee Theater Experience. Now what exactly does this mean? I'll tell you. They just had a screening of this movie on June 30th of this year at the Tybee Post Theater. Now what's significant about that? Well, basically, the Tybee Post Theater is where two scenes from the movie The Slayer were actually filmed in. There was a scene where they just walked by the exterior, the two couples, the four people that are basically featured in the movie The Slayer. At the beginning of the movie, they walk by this old, dilapidated theater, and we kind of just see a scene of the, a shot of the exterior. But later on, in a more horrific scene, which I won't, spoil in case people watching this video haven't seen the movie. The scene, the theater is featured more prominently in a later scene in The Slayer, as I said, in a more horrific scene where we actually get to see the inside of the, at the time, very dilapidated and just abandoned theater, which, from what I understand, was originally built in the early 1930s. At the time of filming the movie The Slayer, was just in complete disrepair, completely abandoned, just a complete piece of utter crap. So since they filmed the movie, they actually, basically restored the theater, which is very cool, but that's not even the half of it. What's the coolest thing is they just recently had a screening of The Slayer in the actual theater that was featured in the movie in complete and utter, horrible disrepair. I mean, how cool is that? And then to add a cool on top of that cool, which is I think 3 cools now. I think that's a cool on top of a cool, which is now we're going to add a third cool on top of that. Someone, I don't know if it's Arrow Video or whoever, someone recorded basically the theater reaction to that recent screening of The Slayer, and they're going to feature, from what I understand, in this audio track option on the upcoming Blu-ray release of The Slayer. So this has just been some news which just recently dropped within the last several days, and it's very exciting. I mean, because obviously, I think I heard on forums about that screening just days before it was due to happen. Not that I would go down there to experience it anyway, but I remember when I heard that news that they're actually going to be screening The Slayer in the theater that they filmed a couple of scenes, or one scene of The Slayer, I thought, oh my god, that is just about the coolest, goddamn idea in the entire world, and lucky people that are going to be able to experience that. And now, through the miracle of modern technology, Arrow Video is going to enable anyone who's got the Blu-ray, the upcoming Blu-ray, to experience that experience. So, oh my gosh, hats off to Arrow Video for just continuing to add to this already, just amazing release that so many of us Slayer fans and just, fans of early 80s slasher movies are just, this eagerly awaited release. Unbelievable. And in closing, we also got, for the very first time, the first look at Arrow Video on their YouTube page released this video, which includes a clip from the Tybee Theater Experience, accompanying what I can only imagine, obviously, is the brand new transfer of The Slayer, which I'm going to feature in this video. Now take note, if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to see a kill, you probably shouldn't watch this, because I'm going to show this clip basically in its entirety, just because it looks so freaking amazing. What I'm going to do is show you, show you here, this is the original transfer of what we had to view The Slayer as originally up until now, and then I'm going to cut right now to this is the new transfer, and just show you guys the difference between the old transfer and the new one. This here is the absolutely gorgeous, new transfer, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's very exciting to actually see physical evidence of Arrow Video's efforts. I mean, obviously, talk is cheap and print is cheap and all this kind of stuff, even though they officially said they're doing it. I mean, it well, I hope it's not just some April Fool's joke in the middle of summer or something like that. So finally, actually being able to see, visual evidence of the fact that they, in fact, did do a new transfer and restoration of this movie, is very, very exciting, and it's kind of one of the, probably, if not one of the most kind of shocking or graphic kills in the movie. They feature in this clip, of course. Very, very, very excited about actually seeing a brief clip from the new transfer, and also this new audio option news is very, very exciting. Hats off once again to Arrow Video for doing this release in the first place, and also for continuing to add to the experience by offering such a cool audio track option. I'm very, very, very excited. I mean, it's just like 4 weeks now. If all goes well, just about 4 weeks from right now, when I'm recording and uploading this video, to the release. So as I've already said in my other video I did like a couple months ago about the news of them releasing this film, The Slayer, on Blu-ray. Very, very, very excited. Probably one of my most highly anticipated Blu-rays of all time. I've been waiting for this movie to come out on a Blu-ray and for years and years and years, and my number one choice, Arrow Video, to put it out is putting it out. So very, very, very exciting. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll include a link to the Arrow the video that's featured on their YouTube page, so you can check out the whole clip with the whole Type B Theater Experience audio in it. So thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.